Engineer Company 3, good. Still 43, so I don't think I want to get any more of those. We could start working on the tanks. Oh, 43. Yeah, we need the plus 10% artillery powerness. Let's see if we can open up some serious things up here. Put the Marines on aggressive stance. That's probably a good shout. And of course, you guys are losing. How are you losing? How are you so bad? Right, how many motorized do I have? A couple. I mean, I really need to upgrade these units. They are kind of crappy. At least to a 20 combat width. How many motorized is that going to cost me? 200. Do it. Because eventually I'll be adding medium tanks to that template. Hopefully. Alright, so the Marines are actually doing a fairly passable job of pushing the borders here. Which is giving the Japanese a new lease on life. Spain is invading the Dominion of India. That's not at all worrying. Meanwhile, Fentiang just holds strong there. They're like, don't worry about it. We got this, guys. A man in every province. In fact, thinking about it, what's the shortcut for that? Control H. Control H. There we are. One of you. Control H. One of you. Control H. One of you. Control H. You. Like all the areas which are fortified by them, I don't really see the need to have doubled up forces here. So all of the ones that have just been removed. New army. New general. And I think I'm going to try and bolster their fortifications here. Depending on how the attrition problems are. We'll do this. And your colour can be cyan. Come on. There you go. Then hopefully you can work together with the Marines to actually achieve some results. Where are you off to? No. You can go down there. Is Fentiang out of manpower by any chance? Nope. Not even close. How's Japan doing? Japan is doing fine, actually. This is going to be a loss, but it's not the end of the war. Nobody expects the Spanish naval invasion of India at 5 AM on June the 9th, 1943. Absolutely not. I certainly didn't. And you're attacking that city for some reason and losing horribly. The Russians got new models. That certainly looks like the Russians have got new models. I do not remember the Russian models looking so cool. Huh, nice. Yeah, the Japanese are definitely coming up here in more force and hopefully causing the Russians some problems elsewhere. Though this is a big loss. I'm at 16. Oh, good grief. That's like 34, 5, 6, 7... 37 divisions our allies are about to lose over there. Oh, we've gained some factories. Lovely. Make me more guns. Not that I necessarily need them. Fentiang... Oh, shit. I wasn't expecting them to actually capitulate. Does that mean that if I attack now, Fentiang doesn't get that territory? It also means that all the troops that I had up here have just disappeared. So let's bring you guys back into the fray. And in fact, you guys can now be a front line. And hopefully with Fentiang out of the war, I can push back and keep this land for myself. Maybe. We can certainly try. Am I streaming tomorrow? Yes, I will be streaming tomorrow. Basically the same schedule as today, except for the midnight one. So at 3 o'clock I will be doing EU4 preview once again, the Cradle of Civilization DLC. And then at 8 I will be streaming Hearts of Iron 4 Somalia game. Whether I'm going to be able to get the same portraits that I was running with previously, I'm not sure. I kind of suspect that they will have reverted. But that is the plan. Ooh, that's a cut-off. Alright, so Japan seems to be completely reinvigorated up here. The motorized are having a field day just doing whatever it is that motorized do. Japan's going to lose a bunch of troops here that Fentiang, or that were behind Fentiang lines. But it does look like Japan's just gone, oh, you know what, Mordred, that was a good idea. We'll go and help you with that. And are you guys going to move? Because all I really want to know is whether holding these is worthwhile or not. No, it becomes Fentiang again. Alright. Never mind. So if any of you are thinking of attacking, don't bother. Pointless. Just let them attack me back. Wow, Mongolia's units are looking fragile, shall we say. I do need to be careful with my Marines, though, that they don't themselves get cut off and destroyed. Where are you going? More importantly, where are you going? One thing that we should do is go... Ooh, no, all of that's illegal. Neon's going all out with the Discord stuff. Why is that starred? It's not worth any victory points. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that I haven't lost Petrograd. So why are we seeing a star here? Is that like their Siberian capital or something? Did we ever take the city? We're taking it. Alright, good. So we are still pushing them back, here, there, and everywhere. And actually doing a fair amount of damage. Good. And you are punching forwards. Where are you going? You're still taking random spaces random. And we are now holding more of Fentiang's territories. Thankfully, we actually have a fair amount of supply there, so it's not a huge problem. Right, all of our supply issues here are resolved. It's just the fact that Fentiang is not dying. And I count as a major power now. Good. I've lost 35,000. Russia has now lost over 1 million. Things are going slightly better, and Mongols are almost dead. If I took that, the Mongols would be dead. But all of that would go to Fentiang. You ready to join the Discord? Good, good, good. Yeah, you're gonna struggle to hold Korea. Yeah, you know what? All the guys that are currently moving. Sorry! I'm going to tell you to go to the airports again. 6 units to hold Korea with. It's a challenge. It's definitely a challenge. With that guy. Were there any other units which we could use? You, for a start. And you. And you. I think that will be fine. Like, this lot we can hold almost indefinitely. It's a slow crawl through the freaking Himalayas. Korea, though, rather more difficult. I would really like some more decryption so I can actually see what on earth the Russians are doing. Also, we're going to need to change our manpower laws fairly soon. Although our manpower is only actually halved. So it's not a terrible loss. Oh, the Japanese got here in a hurry. Alright, well done, well done. You know what, the other thing I could do is send the Marines down there. Because we're just suffering horrific attrition there. You know what? You guys assign here. Do that. You cancel and join them. Go. So we're going to leave this up to the Marines. And we're going to try and help the Japanese. We're backing off here. We've done our bit. We've diverted a sizable number of Russians, but I'd be much more comfortable fighting them over Korea, which I'm pretty sure actually has decent infrastructure. Alright, so we've done your reform. We can get the Sirenary Corps, which is 3% more recruitable population, which would save me the fact from needing to change my manpower laws, actually. That actually sounds like a really good idea. It's not mutually exclusive or anything, it's just another 3% manpower. Do it. Marvellous! Yeah, I don't want the volunteers. Yeah, I guess I could take volunteers. Never mind. I was going to say I don't want the volunteers because they'll take up supply, but supply isn't an issue anymore now that Fentiang's dead. Ironically, we are probably in a stronger position now than we were previously. Also, I've just noticed that my front here has disappeared. Because reasons. It was probably you two, wasn't it? It was totally you two. Just go and hold that. No. You are those guys. You are not those guys. You are that. And then that. Go. And feel free to strategic move. Good! Meanwhile, all of my coastal forces are on their way. How are we doing in the air? We are getting obliterated in the air. Do we own any air bases here? We do. 400. You know what? I'm going to grab an air wing of 100 planes. We're going to stick you here on air superiority. See if we can do something about this. And likewise, another 100. Do we have enough? Oh yeah, we have easily enough. We actually have tons of aeroplanes. So another 100 fighters based here. Also on air superiority. We could get 200 here. So let's get a third wing. Because apparently we are the kings of fighters. Off you go! How are we doing on fighters actually? Oh yeah, we have 200. And in fact we have a ton of fighter bombers, which we can tactical bombers that we can probably base out of Japan, because they have a long range. I have no idea if you still need to divide up your air forces like this. I kind of suspect you do. It's not something I've investigated for a while. But then again, seeing how lackluster the last couple of updates for Hearts of Iron were, I wouldn't be surprised. Right, then all of you in Korea on close air support, because that is what we are really good at doing. Good. So those planes should be on the way. We could also shift the planes that we have over here over to the Japanese front. I certainly think that we need to move some of the fighters over, because this is an air battle I don't want to lose. We'll do this. And you as well. From here to here. So we have 400 planes, and we can always shift some more over here if we need to. Alright, that's good. And then the other thing is close air support bombers. I think I want to add you guys to this as well. We're going to really double down, because this is... Korea is where I'm expecting the fighting to be the heaviest. Siam Marco. And you can always find this content up on YouTube, where I will be uploading it. You can find YouTube at youtube.com/MordredViking. So there you go. Oh wow, my air experience is phenomenal. New airplanes become available in 6 months though. All the same, I am doing a lot of air combat, so I think I am going to invest in some variant upgrades. And I can see that air combat just continuing for the foreseeable future. So, what do I want to upgrade the most? Well, it kind of depends. How many planes are you actually throwing at me currently, Russia? Russia has a lot of aeroplanes compared to me. So we need to shoot them down. Which means I want to upgrade the fighters. Something like that. And yes, I would absolutely love to build those new fighters. That would be fantastic. Cool. Also, we are short on steel, so let's buy some more. From our Japanese buddies. Thanks, buddy old chapel pal thing. We are almost out of convoys. But that's because we're shipping a lot of troops around at the moment. That is not actually a convoy shortage. Right, how are the air battles going? Oh, we're actually seizing control of the skies. Good. That's what I like to see. So one thing which I'm very tempted to do is have some of you guys hitting Manchuria. I think I'm going to do that. There we go. These are my skies! Mine! Mine! Would be really convenient if somebody would draw Russia away from you in Japan with a new war. You mean like Germany? The Germano-Russian war would be phenomenally bloody right now, considering Germany basically owns Europe. Right, my guys are starting to arrive here on the Korean front. Good. Well, we're mostly going to be fighting Qing, but the casualties this will inflict will be painful considering my soft firepower. And Japan seems to be, like, Japan's pretty confident, or pretty comfortable fortifying the crappy infrastructure areas, letting me do the decent infrastructure. I'm okay with this. Like, keep those artillery shells flowing. The other thing that we have really not done is upgraded my air power at all. Which we do need to do. Especially now that I am doing more in the air. We'll fight them in the skies. We'll fight them in the clouds. We'll fight them in the stratosphere. We'll never surrender. Alright, so the Marines have arrived. I could start trying to push out. How is the supply here? Supply is stretched. So that would probably actually be a bad idea. Come on, Japan. This is like your backyard. Build it up. Right, second question. Where can I get a lot more factories? I can't really. Well, no. I'm just going to go ahead and build some more military factories. I'm going to be kind of relying on the fact that Japan has a big navy. So any naval stuff, it's going to be Japan's thing. Weird to say that myself, but that's the way it has to be, unfortunately. Alright, that'll do. Air experience is building once again. Actually, is it? I have a feeling they've just kind of given up on the areas that we're contesting. Yeah, we're not in range to do anything. Oh no, we own that airbase. Hang on. Yeah, we are. We're totally in range to do something over there. How are we doing for fighters? We have 100. So I'm going to build an air wing here to take care of business in that one area. Air superiority. Right, the second question is, are they trying to bomb any of this stuff? Because I'm not currently anti-bombing raids. I'm just air superiority. And we have modified government, but I'm about to get 3% more recruitable population, so I don't need to change my manpower law, which is awesome. So instead, I'm going to change my Siam State Railway so I can start getting those medium tanks going. and really cause some damage. Right, here they come. Here's the main attack. And Japan's decided to fortify my Chinese border. You really don't need to bother with this, guys. Like, we got this, don't worry. Japan, you just handle that front. I mean, quite a lot of my overextension at the moment is because I'm trying to let Japan rebuild. They have a lot of manpower. They still have pretty decent industry. Yes, they've lost Fentiang, but they haven't lost Japan itself. The other thing I could do is just... Chicago just fell. Is bomb the infrastructure in here. Like, can I see where their infrastructure is going? No. Where their supply is going, rather. Because if I was able to bomb some of this interim area with strategic bombers or with tactical bombers to take out the infrastructure there, that would be pretty helpful. They are whittling my manpower down quite severely right now. But I have a feeling that we're giving as good as we're getting. How's Qing doing? Qing's lost 255. Actually, they haven't lost that many. They haven't been that recklessly aggressive. They're trying to shoot my convoys with aeroplanes, which didn't really work. Let's get rid of these. Updates. Okay. Are we suffering attrition? Here is the other question. Yes. Yes, we are. So then the other point is, do we want to try and push back against Qing? You're pretty confident of success. And I would like to expand out how much territory we actually own here, because that would... Whoa, why are you going from over there? The hell? Because that would... expand out where the supply has to come in. So we're going to try and take this back. Do it. Cause them some problems. Kill some Chinese people. Take their land. You don't have the manpower. Well, I will in 13 days. Another technology. What do I need? I'm not sure. I've already got all the artillery. Tanks. I need medium tanks. It would be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go with the light tanks, because I think I might actually build some light tanks to go with the motorized divisions that I have. And the air forces. I mean, they are trying to take control of this. Not entirely sure why, but they are. Air battles are going on over here. You guys have won that bit. I'm tempted to fly you... Do we have no Korean air bases? Japan, why have you got no air bases in Korea whatsoever? That's not very helpful. Let's shift you around a little bit. Now I am going to take the volunteers. Like, if you want to send me some troops, go for it. Have we pushed this line at all? In a few limited areas. 12 days. Although I now have no organization on this line, which is kind of a bad thing. So once you've taken that territory, don't push no more. Because Japan keeps on pumping out more and more and more and more troops over here. I mean, eventually I will just leave them to it. I'm just not sure where else I can push because I'm never going to get the infrastructure. Like, when fighting Russia, you have to be able to support your offensives, and I can't. Wow, Qinghai has taken a bunch of damage. Why is that? Interesting. Didn't realise it was paused. Whoopsie. Right, guys, if we're pushing them back, then take those territories. There we go. Provoke them into attacking me. Perfect. It looks like we're losing. We're not losing. We have a defense of like 1,000. Good luck with that. Alright. Fighters and stuff are still coming in. We're fighting over that, but honestly... you are in range. You should get decent coverage of that. Never mind. And you are way oversubscribed. Yeah, there are a lot of planes here. In fact, there are 100 of you not doing anything. That would be you. So you guys... come over there. And help in Korea. Right, I need to actually give you an order, don't I? And... yes. Right, you need to be doing that. Surinese Corps, done. We now have 500k manpower. For free! Jungle combat. All legged units gain plus 10 attack, defense and movement in combat. In jungles. And in urban we get that. And that's division attack and defense in core territory. Well, I'm not under attack in my core areas. That's another research slot. Hold on, what? They used a different icon. Why would you use that icon? Like, the technology icon is that thing. Why would you hide that? Oh, man. Why? Why would you hide that? I've been chugging along in this amount of manpower and I could have had way more. Ugh. Disappointed! "13 divisions. You must be suffering some absolutely horrific amounts of attrition." Yeah, you are. Yeah, you really are. Ow, I'm just going to sit here and let yourselves die. It'll be fair. It'll be fantastic. Right, so we're definitely getting pushed back here. That's not really a surprise. I'm kind of hoping once Russia's done pushing back here, they'll focus everything on Korea, and we can have a nice scramble for Korea, because I'm still fairly confident about my success there. In fact, they seem to have left some openings here. Although I'm having my own supply issues. Damn it, Japan! Upgrade your infrastructure! Ah! I thought it is actually level 7, but need more! Sweden declared war on Norway. What? Sweden actually did something? What? Wow. Sweden, Norway, Scandinavia. What? Doing stuff. I have never seen that before. Oh, that's fantastic. Awesome. So fightingness is happening. Ah, light tank. Excellent. Let's go and build another one. Right, so we are once again building military factories. Marvellous. I might actually start seeing if I can get towards mechanized. Mechanized with medium tanks would be pretty potent. Alright, so long as you don't lose that province. And that one. I mean, Russia's done a pretty good job of pushing back. In fact, where are the bulk of the Russian forces right now? Because they are not fighting us. It kind of looks like they're just up here, guarding the coast for some odd reason. Yeah, AOS of 1. Peace in our time in the US. Yeah, they are completely at peace. Oh, you're sending volunteers. I was like, how are you getting volunteers? You're not in a war, but no, you don't. Germany has landed in the Americas. That could be very bad for the Entente. They've successfully landed in... this is something I've never seen in Hearts of Iron. The AI do a successful landing in the US. Never have I seen that. Advanced fire bases, alright. And then the last one, Shock and Awe, another 10% soft attack. Don't mind if I do. Excellent. And now Russia is attacking over here. This is bad, because you're about to lose me this airbase. And without that airbase, I cannot control the north of this area. And I can't fly over there. And no, Syria, I wasn't talking to you.